Have you ever felt sexy? I know that seems like a crazy question, right? Have you ever actually felt sexy? And now I'm not talking about other people saying that you're sexy or you're hot or you're attractive or you've got a nice body or you're beautiful or handsome or any of those things. But have you ever yourself felt sexy? Felt that sexiness like, oh, I actually feel this thing, and not about myself or, but actually like feeling sexually attractive in that way. Let me tell you a little story. So, pre transition, I don't know how much you know about me, but like I was like a gym person and I had like six pack and I had like big arms and big shoulders and all of that crap. And I never saw myself as anything other than a person. I use that body as a mask. I know a lot of trans girls, you've done that as well. Maybe you were in the military. Maybe you shot guns for fun. Maybe, I don't know, uh, you ate. But regardless, we used our bodies as a mask for ourselves. And I used mine so much so that to some degree, when other people found me attractive or sexually attractive, I remember almost laughing at it. And there's one thing that I know about sexiness is that there is no humor in it. And inherently, if you're finding something humorous about it, I think it's kind of like a way of protecting the ego. And, you know, oh, that's funny, but that's not ever sexy. And so I think a lot of times I used humor to deflect. I used humor as a way of protecting myself. And I would deflect towards humor a lot of times. And although other people found me sexually attractive as a boy, I was repulsed by myself. Repulsed by myself so much that even the idea of sex or seeing myself in that light, I shied away from that as much as possible. And I used humor, and I wore big sweaters, and I did everything I possibly could to move away from the sexual realm. Oddly enough, I transitioned, and a long time coming for me to see myself in that way. And it took a while, I will admit, but seeing myself as being a sexual person. Um, my partner, my fiance over there, she's seeing me in that way. She saw me as that way from the very first second she saw me. But I never saw myself as a sexy person until the day that I did. And I got to tell you, the feeling of actually feeling sexy and comfortable and happy in my own skin, that was a long time coming. And it's not about the body and it's not about the parts and it's not about this and it's not about that. The transition to authenticity, obviously, that is the big piece of this. And finally saying, yes, I am finally feeling so comfortable and so happy with who I am and where I am that I can actually see myself in that light. And what that has allowed me to do, without too much information, is to actually enter that space and be sexy for my partner, you know? And that to me is something that I spent my entire life looking for, just to feel, to be with somebody and be so connected with somebody that I actually felt not only was I attracted to her, but I felt that she was attracted to me. And I wanted her to be attracted to me instead of repelling against that attraction. So about 2 months ago, we had one of our second social event for our clients. we were in Toronto. We were to a big house, and we went to a gay beach in Hanlon's Point in Toronto. We went to a lesbian bar. We had like 25 of our clients fly in from all over the world, mostly from the US and Canada. But we had all of these people in one place. And it was fun, and we partied, we went to the pool, and we did this, and we did that. And it was just this sisterhood of like this really beautiful exchanges of love and just, growth. And at the end of the weekend, one of the girls kind of came up to me. We were in one of the upstairs bedrooms, and she's like, "It was the first time I have ever felt sexy in my entire life, and I am in my 50s." And she was like, "I felt sexy, and I thank you so much for that feeling, because I had a feeling that I never ever thought I would feel in my life." Why is it important? Why is that so important? That is such a human thing to feel and to want to feel. And so that journey, her journey of becoming, a lot of it was her own journey in transitioning and stuff like that. And whatever small role we played in helping her find herself and work her body in that way that she could look at herself and just be confident and feel so in tune. I gotta tell you, I hear a lot of people, they send me questions and they're like, "But I started transitioning and nothing's happening. I've been on HRT for 12 months, 16 months, 24 months, and nothing's happened. I still look like I used to look and nothing's happened." And I'm like, well, you know what? If you let it happen by itself and you play no role and no active role, it's going to take forever and you'll never actually get all the way there. It is absolutely critical that you spend your time trying to reach the maximum potential that you can in your transition. And I got to tell you, physical training in the right way, with the right diet, with the right mindset, with a community that supports you, with mentoring and all that stuff we all put into our program to help our clients. I gotta tell you, it is something to behold watching people go from when they first come to us and they're some of them are just starting, and then when they are with us for a while and they really just they gain their confidence and they become that person. And feeling sexy is this really, really nice bonus of like growth. And I gotta tell you, that is my favorite thing. I am so passionate about helping trans girls just like you and I become the best version of themselves. I don't want you to become me. I want you to become the best version of you, whatever that is, whoever that is. For me, it's Wonder Woman. I want to be that tall, statuesque girl. And I get to have another one. That's my fiance, and I get to live this happy life. It's not about the body parts, but it is about the life that I get to lead as a result of living my authentic truth more than anything else. If this is something that you want, if you are on your journey and you are feeling stuck, let me help you get unstuck. Let me help you. Let that last little piece possibly of actually getting you towards your goal. Maybe it's a tummy. Maybe it's the butt. Maybe it's those big muscles that you're afraid of working out and getting bigger. There are so many ways of actually making sure that you can actually very, very effectively change that masculine silhouette to a feminine silhouette. Let me and Madison be that difference maker. I've been working out for 6.5 years. I've been working out as a trans person for 6.5 years. And I've transformed my body so spectacularly in ways that I could never have imagined at the beginning. But I've been working out for 32. So let me be the one that helps you. I would absolutely love to be that difference maker. DM me below. Just say that you're interested, a little heart, whatever. I just want to be that person that helps you. Okay, talk to you later, guys. Bye.